Hey y'all! Welcome to the first episode of Real Life-ish Friends podcast. It's your girl Kimberly.
And Jamila.
So, of course, many of you all know that I used to have a podcast of a different name, and me and Mila decided to get together and have our own podcast. So that's what we have decided to do. Um, so we're rocking out to the coolness of the Real Life-ish podcast. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Kimberly. Sometimes go by Spicy Cake. Sometimes go by All in Our Head. 365 because that's every day. Uh, but anyway, I like to eat. I like to walk. I like to watch movies and TVs. Like if it's going to be entertaining, I want to watch it. So this podcast has a lot of that. And of course, it's with my friend, Mila. So, Mila, let everybody know who you are.
I am Jamila. I am a social worker by trade. Love me a good documentary on cults, uh, drugs. The more killing, the better. Uh, love me a good cocktail. Love a good dessert, cake. You name it, it's mine. You can pay me with snacks and alcohol. And I'm a paw parent to Sonny, 3-year old Frenchie, who is over there licking his paw like he ain't got good sense. And that's me. I'm an HBCU graduate. Boop, 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 boop. From Alabama A&M. Boop, boop.
So, if you're not familiar with, if you don't know us, you don't know exactly how we became friends. So, one of the reasons why we became friends is because she kept taking my parking spot because we worked at the same place,
Your
and
name was not on that parking spot.
but
It did not
everybody
have
knew,
reserved for Kim.
but everybody knew that I parked there, except you apparently,
And
and my good friend Jennifer. Apparently, y'all didn't realize that it was mine. But
it was open. Your name wasn't on it, and it wasn't reserved.
But in the process of us working both at the same location, we don't work there anymore. That office isn't
Mm-mm.
even open anymore. Um, we decided that we figured out that one, we like to volunteer, and we like the Nashville Predators. So you will
That's
probably
right.
see
I forgot about
throughout.
the Preds.
So throughout this whole podcast, you might see little Fred jerseys or something pop out because we got it, and we
Yeah,
might
because you
even
know what? That
we
is
need
our
to go to
first.
the game. We need to go to the game this season because I ain't been to the game in a minute.
I have not been since the panoramic. And
Okay.
actually, that was the last game because remember the tornado tore up Nashville the next day. And that was 2020.
2020.
2020. Because
Yeah.
yeah, 2020. I remember I had just got back from Europe for a week, remember?
Oh yeah.
We went, that game was on a Monday. I got back that Sunday. We went on a Monday, and Tuesday Nashville was tore up.
Was that? Did we go to the game with the people that I used to work with, or is that the tickets that we bought ourselves?
I feel mm, that might have been where you used to work at.
Okay, we don't
Because I
discuss
don't
that.
know if we. Yep, because it was who you used to work with. Because I remember there was a kid.
Oh yeah. Okay. 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 I
Yeah.
love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. But
We
we
was in
just
the suite.
yes, because that's how we do. But we went to galas, we went to
Oh
volunteer
yeah.
events, we best buddies. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
met
was
Mike.
actually I think our first time we hung out outside of work. I think no,
Was
I
volunteer. It's
backtrack.
totally volunteer.
It
It
was
was probably volunteer.
volunteering.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was volunteering. Yeah.
we had built playgrounds. We did best buddies. We did a lot. We did a lot of volunteering, and we probably
Ooh,
sucked.
and you
So
a
we need
lot
to
of
do
good
that.
parties we would go to. We had sequence outfits for days because we just knew we were going to a party.
Yeah, we went to all kind of galas and luncheons, and if if that company name was on it, I was signing my name. Like I will be able to go. I will be
I
able to go.
I was there. That was good. Those were good times. I thought about that the other day. It was like, oh, we really did go some places.
Yeah. So I saw this question on the internet, and I'm gonna ask Mila the question, and I'm also gonna answer it. And my answer is gonna be bananas. I already know it's gonna be bananas because yes. So someone asked on, I think it was Twitter X, whatever you want to call it. What is a time that you had an interview that you knew you were not going to get the job?
Why I feel, and the friend that I'm texting now was like, "Is it on YouTube or Facebook?" Because somebody wink wink forgot to do the thing.
Yeah, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. We'll be
uh,
live next week, but this is just going to be uploaded. I'll be in the comments afterwards if you want me to be in the comments. I'll be in the comments because I'll still be up.
uh, and I'll probably be asleep, but I may stay up for this. But a job that I interviewed for, and I knew I would go get it, or a job I interviewed for, and I knew I didn't want to take it after I
No,
interviewed.
you knew within the interview that you're like, oh no, I don't want this job, or oh no, I'm not gonna get this job. So it's gonna be, I'm not gonna get this job. If you want to think about it, let me go first. I'll go first
Yeah,
because
you
I
go
already got
first.
this in my. Okay, so let me tell you, it's two. It's two. It's two. So one job many moons ago, I applied for it. It required me to be there for about 3 or 4 hours interviewing with several different people. Not like a panel. I mean like individual people. The most it was two people. The somewhere between the second and the third time they started asking the same questions because clearly they didn't know that the questions had been asked to me. There again, this is probably like hour 2 and 3. You see my face.
Mm. They didn't even know they had asked those questions earlier.
They didn't know the other people had asked those questions earlier. So that's one. The second time was not that far. And I cried. I was like, oh my goodness. Why am I crying? Definitely not getting it. And I didn't. It is what
You
it
were
is.
crying during the interview?
Yes, something got said in it. Yes, I cried during the interview and I said, well, I'm not gonna get this one.
First of all, you
You all, I have a whole degree in human resources. I know how to conduct the interview. I know how to be interviewed. And for whatever reason, we started on a conversation, all work related, but it made me emotional and I started crying and I said, well, I'm not going to get it.
and you did. Did you get the fuck you letter?
I didn't get it. The sad part about it is that like this was a pretty high up interview. Like I already talked to the hiring manager. I think like this was probably like one of the last interviews I had to have, and for whatever reason, me talking to the person that I talked to made me so emotional.
Never told this.
Like, at that point, no. A little bit of hope because she appreciated my honesty. So I had a little bit of hope. I had a little bit
Never.
of hope. But they was like, we gonna move forward with other candidates.
Stomach hurt. See, I do know that I interviewed for a job, and the only reason I went for the interview was because I had watched Unlocked on Netflix. And I want to see what the jail looked like inside.
Not
I
that you wanted
knew in my heart I did not want that job, but I had freshly watched that show on Netflix about the people in jail. And I wanted to see what the inside of a jail looked like. So I said, I'm going to take it. I knew I did not want a job. First of all, when I had to leave all my personal belongings in the car, I can't have my cell phone. I got to go with a clear book bag, and it's barbed wire.
Oh
And
my.
then, and then too, I knew I don't watch enough shows on TV to know that one of them good men in that prison probably would have sweet talked me, and we'd have been in
You
that
Vicky
role,
White.
baby.
You Vicky White. You Vicky White. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to
Bitch,
yourself.
I just
I don't even understand. Like, no, because you going to jail now. Then you got to see if somebody gonna come visit you. That's
I
a
know my
felony. I'm quite
limits.
sure. That's a
I know my
time.
limits, and that's why. And it be some good looking. You look at them shows on TV. It be some good looking men in prison. But I knew I didn't want to go. I knew I didn't want to work
So
there.
you, it sound like you just want to be on a reality TV show. You want to be on Love House,
Not
like
in
a
real
lot of people
life.
do. Okay.
That'd have been America's Most Wanted. I got to get my friends on TV crying, talking about, I don't know why she did that. She's such a good person. Nope. Only reason I went for that job interview because I wanted to see what the inside of a prison looked like. And
That is
I got in my
that's
car
sad.
and said, Lord, that ain't my ministry.
Well, speaking of prison, we both watched the documentary by the good old Martha.
This
First of
Sister
all,
Martha.
I forgot that she was a model
Yes, and I
she
think, wasn't
started.
she
She started in school.
accountant or
Then she
something?
and then she went to. She was a stockbroker, and she was like
Yeah.
one of the, I guess, the first one of the first females to be a stockbroker. And then apparently, like, okay, let me just back it up some. As I was watching the documentary, if I am recalling correctly, did
Mm-hmm.
she cheat on her husband while they was on honeymoon by kissing the man at the church?
In the
Because
music,
that's how I
yes.
understood it. Okay,
That's
okay,
how
okay.
that's
Yeah,
how I
we both
understood it.
understood it that way.
That was
She said he
that
didn't know.
was, that was the start of loose booty. Martha said, I'm in this nice historic museum on a 5 week honeymoon because she just didn't go. They didn't go for a week. I think it was months.
It was months, yeah, 5 months. 5 months, yeah.
Months. I think when most folks get married, they, they just fucking like rabbits. Martha's husband must have been somewhere at the hotel reading the book because she's at the museum kissing a random stranger.
Yes, it was, and then like the whole, and let me invite my friend that I'm trying to help out, and my friend is now with my husband. Come on, like, of course you're gonna get kicked out. Why would you think
You know
anything
what?
less?
Martha, I like Martha, and I was trying to think of when she kept talking, I couldn't remember who she sound like when she talks.
Hmm.
Because it was somebody that we watch on TV, and it was just her mannerism, and I was like, she sounds like somebody. Martha is the type of person. Martha is like it. This is how I do things.
Okay.
You like it or you don't like it, and if you don't like it, peace out.
Yes,
I mean,
and she just,
you got to
yeah.
respect her. I respect Martha. Martha said, "Fuck it," and
She
then I think
she's the truth.
she, she was a little ticked off. I think with that boyfriend, that didn't come get her from the where he sent his plane, but it was something kind of went around. She didn't touch on it all the way. I don't think.
Yeah, I feel like she ain't touch on a lot of stuff. Like, it was, don't get me wrong, it was very entertaining to see this side of Martha because I don't really be watching Martha like that. And like, I didn't realize like how her and Snoop ended up getting the connection because they were roasting Justin Bieber and she was beside
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, and that's how, like, that was weird because in no world that I'm thinking of, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to roast Justin Bieber. Let me call Martha Stewart. I like, listen,
I
but it's
never would
because like
envision that.
after she yeah, it was after she got out of prison and everything, and I was personally just kind of shocked about the whole little situation because I was like,
But you know what?
okay,
Martha made lemonade out of lemons around that motherfucker. And I ain't mad at her.
man,
I
either.
ain't mad at her. I ain't
And
mad
she
at
got
her.
a little. I don't know who did the writing for her. Is that Sarah Silverfish or whatever Silver person that was in it? I
Oh,
wonder if
is
she
it
wrote the. I
Silverman or
wonder if she wrote
something?
the road. Yeah, something like that. I wonder if she wrote like
Yeah.
Martha lines or whatever. Um, but
Martha
you
was
know,
coming with it though.
yeah. But like I said, I would never just be like, yeah, let me roast somebody, let me call Martha Stewart. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna, me personally, I'm not gonna call her.
But I think that
But
was fresh out of her jail thing.
yeah, it was,
Huh?
and it was a way for her to get it. It was a way for her to be able to get out more and stuff like that. So I appreciate the whole situation. But something that I didn't realize is that the initial thing was not about insider trading. It was about her potentially lying about the insider trading. I didn't realize that. I just thought it was just insider trading. I didn't even think it was about the lie or whatever. So,
Martha wasn't gonna snitch. And can you blame her? She done
and
had the inside connect to tell her.
I just feel like I don't think it was, I think, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like either she really didn't know or she is playing it like a G. I don't know which one it is because Martha is very
I'm going
like,
with.
that was my friend and she decided to sleep with my husband. Like, very much like matter of fact, but very much like, I don't care.
You ain't getting no more. Martha like Martha is like, you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you a answer. It's not gonna be a
Exactly.
detailed answer, but I'm gonna give you an answer. Did my friend sleep with my husband? Yeah. Did I sell my shares? Yeah. That's just it. Martha's like it is. Martha's like it is what it is. Either you like it or you
Okay.
don't.
And like I say, it is what it is
Now,
and
do
it
I
ain't what it
think
ain't.
she? I don't think. And my thing is this: I don't think Martha. I didn't feel like, and I think she probably loves her daughter. I don't think it was that mother daughter bond
Oh no, she
that
said that.
she
She
has
said
with
that.
her.
Yeah. Or either the
Yeah,
narrator,
I
which I
think,
think was the friend, said that they didn't really have a mother daughter relationship like that. Because
and I
she
think
said
it was
that how
probably
can
too
she
because she didn't
I think
have
she
it.
said something like, how can I be a parent when I wasn't parented, basically. Like she didn't feel like she had the whole, parent situation. Something else that like about the father was when she said that she came home and was talking about, the husband and the fact that he was Jewish and he was like, you were not doing it. And she was like, yeah, my father was racist. Like everything she said was like, okay, like no emotions, no care in the world. Like, yeah,
And
he's
you know
racist.
what? And that's what it is. I think that's what it was with Martha. It was good documentary. Don't get it taken and twisted. But Martha has no emotion, and I don't know if that's just a front that she puts on, and but because she has to, you know, be hardcore. Because it was something I was looking at on IG, that famous what's his name? What they call them folks? Stylist that does Zendaya. What's his name?
Okay.
LaRoche. LaRoche. And
Oh, I
I
don't know.
remember him
On that.
saying, because he's been doing a lot because he got a book coming, had a book out, and he said that
Okay.
he appeared to be uninterested or don't want to go anywhere because he didn't want folks to invite him. He didn't, I guess, want to have to be sociable, and he's really a sociable
Yeah.
person, but just the persona that he put out, he didn't want people inviting him to places. And
Yeah.
so, I think that's probably what it was with Martha. Martha was about her business, her cooking business at first. And
Oh
then
yeah, she was
after,
there. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a caterer, so I think she had to be. You can't be pushy. You can't. Somebody can't
Yeah.
boss you around in that. So I think she has to. She had to come up with some type of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not defense mechanism, but she just
I guess
had
it
to.
would probably be a defense mechanism. Like she had to put on a facade, basically.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think she's probably. I think she's probably a good person. I think she's probably a fun
Well,
person to be around.
everybody said like they was talking real bad about her. Like even the guy that ended up like being a witness and saying that she did know and it was insider trading. Like he was like, yeah, I didn't like her. Like, like I'm like, everybody was like, she's mean. She had an attitude, but they were saying that like those are the qualities that she has and the bluntness and everything is fine if it's a man, but because she's a woman, people take offense to it and think they're like the B word and stuff like that,
But
which
think
is
about
fine.
it. I think that's probably how people feel about Beyonce. If you want to move up, I mean, you can't be a pushover,
Yeah.
but you have to let people know you mean business. So I kind of get that with Martha. Martha is kind of Beyonce is kind of like that. You don't
Hmm.
like think about it. Did you see what was that? What was that last thing she had? Renaissance or something?
Yeah, Renaissance. Yeah.
Was that the last movie or
No,
something
no,
she had? I
no. The
went to go
country.
see.
No, did they do something with the country? Yeah, Renaissance would have been the last film, I guess, because that was her
Yeah,
last tour. Yeah.
and it was like how she was like had to be firm and direct with people. So I think if you want to be successful, you have to, I don't want to say act like a bitch, but
Mhm.
you got
But
to
that's what they're saying.
pretty
Like, but
much.
it's but see the thing about it is that that's what they're saying. It's considered to be the B word when it's women, but it's just normal course of business if it was a man and how they act because they mentioned that several
And
times in the
right.
documentary or whatever it was. They mentioned that several
And that's
times that
true.
these are the same characteristics you appreciate in a man or like in a business leader and stuff like that in a businessman, but you don't take it well when it's from a woman.
And
And
I
so
wonder
she gets
why.
all these things. It's because of double standards
You're
and
true.
misogyny
But
and
I liked it.
sexism
Hey,
and
Martha all right
other
with
shit.
me. Hey, Martha went down there to she said that the prison was not cupcake. They didn't have no she, had the people get the garden started, you know. Martha was in that piece, she was in West
Yeah.
Virginia. Now, I think I remember saying a while back, Martha ain't been keeping in touch with the good people from prison. You know how you kind of make friends, you think, and I don't think, she pen pals with any of them.
It was very interesting that she said that if you want to be happy for a year, get married. If you want to be happy for something, get a dog. And then if you wanted to be happy for the rest of your life, get a garden or something like that. And I'm like, lady, listen. Mm. Yeah.
I got the dog. I ain't been married, and I ain't no garden material, so I can keep a few. I can keep some plants alive, but mm-mm.
Well,
But I mean,
today, the lady was coming around watering the plant. Like I thought it was fake. Apparently, it's real. That was in my office. It's real, and apparently,
oh,
she waters.
somebody comes to your office and waters your
No,
plants.
she works there. She works there, and she
Okay,
waters it. And I was like, I thought this was fake. And she was like we was talking about plants or whatever. I said, listen, if I take this plant home, it will die. It will surely die. And it's like, like I don't do that. Like that's not me. So in other words, I ain't gonna listen to Martha with about what she said about them three things because
when you don't like dogs, you don't like dogs, so we know you're
and
not gonna
like
keep
literally
plants alive.
I was like when I first moved in my place I ended up like growing, I think, tomatoes and strawberries and stuff like that. I ain't went back out there. I ain't went back outside. I don't know what's happening to some things.
You know what? That's how, like, when I moved in this one and I called myself buying a lemon tree. Because I thought it'd be cute to kind of have on the patio. I end up tossing it over the balcony. It's over in the dirt over there. I was like, you know what? Let me just keep plants alive in the house. Because outside, you got to constantly water them, and I be done forgot. So let me stick with what's inside.
Let me just buy the fake ones and they don't die. How about that?
I cannot. I cannot. Now, let's move to the other show, which I am shocked and surprised that I like, and I watched it all the way through. Beauty in Black by Tyler Perry.
Oh, I loved it.
Let's say I'm shocked.
Wait till the other episodes drop.
So is it gonna come out January, or we got to wait till summer?
I think it's like March or something like that.
March?
It was I think it's like March for the rest of
it
the
was
episode.
an M. Did you just really say it was an M?
It was an M.
That could be March. That could be May.
Or May. One of them isn't it? That's the same area. Like it's only separated by 1 month.
I'm shocked to say that was really a good show. It did, and I would say it didn't start off. I did not expect. What's the little lady name?
Do not ask me nobody's name.
You're right. The Queen Bee.
That's our real name. Okay.
The Queen Bee right around there. Yeah, the cosmetic lady. They right there giving out checks. She holding the baby. That woman probably want to toss that baby in the air like a balloon when it spit up on her dress.
Okay, she was like, here's your child. Here's your child. Here's your child. She does not like people. She is not a people person. That is the definition of a person that is not a people person. She is not. She does not like people. She don't like her husband. The only person she likes is her father-in-law. That's it. She don't like no
That's questionable. That's questionable.
She don't like her driver. She don't like her assistant. She definitely don't like that husband of hers. Baby,
true.
Don't.
She don't like nobody. She didn't even like the protesters.
She is. I'm finna look up her name because.
And I haven't seen her on much. She played in Acrimony.
She sure was. Yeah, Crystal Stewart. You know what?
I thought Crystal Stewart was somebody else.
Well,
because she was the one the husband got. Remember, she helped him get that job, get his life back on track. Took him in. He was working at the restaurant.
Yeah, Crystal Stewart. Yeah, you're right. That is Acrimony. Chick.
Okay. I
knew I
ain't seen her since then. She ain't been on no shows I watched since then, but she did good.
Yeah. Now I wish I remember the people name, but I don't really remember the name.
I'm gonna tell you what name I do remember. That girl Kimmy. I got so sick and tired of her crying. She played in Snowfall. She was harder in Snowfall than she was in Beauty in Black.
I gotta figure out which one is which.
That's the one with the.
I forgot the name already.
That was what was the girl? Her friend that got the butt injections. What's her name? Blue.
Let me go find this because
I know she played in Snowfall because she was Diamond and Black was their name.
See, I know. I can't remember what the girl name is for anything. Okay, Kimmy. Okay, Kimmy is Taylor. Okay, yeah. I knew what her real name was, but I couldn't remember what her name was on the thing. Now, I like her, but her mama did her wrong. Her mama did her wrong by kicking her out because you starting to feel out and you don't want to lose your man. Stop it.
But I think that's...
and I think she got heart. Like, I think she truly got heart and she wants better for herself. but everybody around her don't see it. And she lied to the whole family, her family and the sister, thinking that she out here a nurse and everything, and don't realize that she on the pole living in a hotel.
Yeah, she right here got to pay Otis off and from the Temptations. She got to pay Otis his money. What's the other little girl name? Little Bo Peep. What her name is the little yellow girl?
Her friend or the one that's
Pinky. One in the pink Bentley.
her friend is Rain. Her friend is Rain. What is
Okay.
her?
Not
The
Rain.
one that was you talking about the one that is that always be trying to get her in check and got that girl to get them butt injections that with from T.S. Madison.
Then they came back and picked up the can to fix a flat cans.
So Body, I think her name Body.
Body. Yeah. Body and Otis right now. Now I don't trust him. What was his name? He always gonna be Otis to me. Uh, uh,
Richard Lawson.
no,
Is it
I didn't know Richard could cuss the way he cuss right now. Richard did some cussing. You hear me? Tina Knowles, baby husband.
You don't they ain't married no more.
Oh, they ain't married. Tina don't let him go.
Yeah, they got a divorce.
Well, Richard right now acting his ass off.
You know I ain't seen the Temptation, so that's why I don't know who you talking about with Otis. But
and I know you lying because you mean tell me you ain't seen the Temptations movie
or whatever.
Girl, I need you to get on Tubi and watch the Temptations.
I don't think I watched it.
It's on Tubi or Pluto. It come on at least twice a month.
In other words, it's free.
It's free.
What is that man's name? I can't think of his name.
I don't know what his name is, but he Otis. But anyway, it was good.
Yeah, the fact that she literally ran over that lady and was like, yeah, I ran you over, but like she just be doing. That's what I'm saying. She don't like nobody. She don't like nobody. Like then,
she just be
then gonna blame on her husband. Then gonna blame on her husband, but he was done for putting the body in the car. Let's just keep it 100.
And then when that hand reached up, I was like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was doing too much.
She didn't get out the car herself.
She probably did once she made it to the
junkyard.
Impound.
You think that woman got out the car?
If she was already reaching her hand at the traffic stop, then I could see that because the girl didn't do anything to her. Once she just basically moved her hand and shut the door. That's all she did. So she probably did have the ability to get out.
Okay, and then who called the ambulance to come get her?
Oh, they did when they came. When whoever came, the police or something came, I think. No, or was it the people? Because I think
because they shot up the folks.
Yeah, they was shooting up the people, but they didn't. But her body was already moved by that time because she had got
right.
Out.
So yeah. I'm just trying to figure out who called the EMS to come get her.
I think once the people showed up for work and realized that everybody's dead.
So who's putting all this on the people that need answers? Because I want to know how she got there, and she didn't have no identification. So how did the husband know she was there? We never saw that lady face. We never saw that lady face.
She was missing. She was missing. Missing because
that woman was missing. Her shoe was just on the side of the damn road.
What I feel to like. This is one part about the TV show that didn't make sense to me. How this is your whole aunt-in-law and you run her over and you don't realize who it is. Neither one of y'all, her or her husband, did not know who that was. But that's your aunt, and he been married to this lady for a long time. I would like to think if somebody seen somebody that they done been around a whole bunch of times, if they saw this lady in the street, that they would know. But
they didn't clearly. Not at all. And not when you on the private road right now.
And not when she was mad that she was just mad because her husband, that girl had, and was on their call wife. I bet people stop using that feature.
See,
I
y'all
bet you
posted
they
that
would.
iPhone. See? And he was so stupid. He just every time I saw him on that screen, he made me sick. I like it, but he doing good with his acting. He might be stupid as hell, but he did good.
Yeah, he did. But I'm just saying, like, how this lady has been in y'all family. Y'all have been around this lady. How do you not know who she is? Like, and then you on a private road. It's only so many options that it would have been anyway. And
But
based
why
on
she
the
running at
options,
night? Why she running at
because
night in the
she
rain?
because she's on a private road.
In the rain?
Again, this is like her own personal like utopia, whatever. I don't know, but like seriously, it seems like it's not even that many women in there, like there anyway. So what? Like literally, you are one of two. The other, your brother-in-law is gay.
Mama
Your
don't live.
father, the mama don't live there. The father-in-law even download gay whatever, but he don't have anybody around like that. Like he's not in any kind of romantic situation that y'all get involved in that y'all see. So literally, who would have been the only other woman there? You are the only other woman. Why? Like that was confusing. And they were like,
Maybe she.
"Oh, like did
Maybe
she
she.
not come out?" I'm
Wait
trying
a
to
minute.
understand because,
I
like I
can't.
said, that's what confused me. And then, like, first of all, also let me just say this only because we know HIPAA because of things. Why is them people telling who all coming to visit, and why is them people like girl couldn't even go to the hospital? The girl get beat up and can't go to the hospital because somebody calling.
He
That
rolling
hurts
up.
my soul. And then gonna try to pretend to run her over. That was
In
like,
front of the ambulance.
exactly, stand there, go stand there. But you know what? People be talking about the hair. The hair was on point, I believe. I feel like it was on point. People be talking about that. But like I feel like sometimes people keep giving Tyler Perry a lot of criticism that he doesn't necessarily deserve because I watch some other stuff like just regular old shows and stuff like that.
Right.
And I be seeing some wigs that be wigging.
What? And true, they do be
I'm just
wigging.
saying.
They be wigging
So
like
like
Janice Combs.
I feel like they, be criticizing him but about that. But I was really so confused about them being the only women other than maybe the help.
What help? Ain't no help in that house. Ain't we ain't see nobody
No,
but
no,
no
no,
butler.
no. But he had to have a head. I'm talking about the daddy, the father-in-law. Because I ain't
The
talking
one
about
that's
no
going
little
to the
bitty little
club bid
sister,
with baby.
Angel.
Now, okay, so let me ask you this: Do was the brother in the car that hydroplane?
Apparently not. I think it was that guy that was the stripper dude from the club. You remember
Oh, the
the one
in the
that went to the
setting.
bathroom together? Yeah, the went to the bathroom and all that stuff because they were supposed to be in at the location with Angel and Kimmy, and they weren't there. He wasn't there, and he was in that car, so he ain't had no way to get around. So I think that's him.
Oh, because that's how they end up in the Mustang, probably.
Yeah, that's how he ended up. I don't know
He
what
ended
the
up in the
other.
Mustang.
Yeah, because you remember the guy woke up and he had his keys for cell phone. The brother, he didn't have his keys or cell
In the
phone.
club
Yeah, because you falling
with
asleep in the
Monique
club. But
with
I fell
Monique
asleep in the
Jr.
club. I fell asleep in the club before. I probably did a couple of times, but that's just neither here nor there. When you tired, you tired. Now I'm gonna be Martha for the rest of this podcast. Any other questions?
Martha. Now, oh, since we talk about Martha and folks that's been convicted, let's go get 45/47 out the way. We's
Yeah.
tired, boss. Hey, in the words of Yolanda Adams and Jesus, this battle going forward in 2025 is not ours. It's the
It does
Lord's.
not belong to the black women. It does not belong to the black women. We don't care who is out here it belongs to, but we are no it's no longer, as you like to say, this is no longer our ministry. We just gonna set
Not
some
at
stuff
all.
out for the next 4 years and let people do what they want to do, because clearly they doing what they want to do anyway, and we just gonna let them do
Mm-hmm.
what they want to do
We we
because
we not
we're not
marching.
involved.
We not marching. Not marching for women's rights. I did my part on the group project. Now
You sure
y'all
did.
deal with.
You know you was out there volunteering for the campaigns, girl.
Well, let me tell you, I did. I might not volunteer, but baby, I held my sign up down at the polling place, and I was rooting, baby, for Sister Meg, Gloria, and Kamala. And let me tell you, when none of my good people won, um, we my thing is going forward. We making America great again. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Now let me. Okay,
Nope.
so apparently because of the some people are just now figuring out what tariffs were. Like we weren't telling people, like people weren't telling people what tariffs was before the election, but that's neither here nor there. And how that whole
So
process
what they
works.
who do they think
But
terrorist
apparently a
was?
lot of
Who were the
people
terrorists?
are the tariff. Like they didn't
Oh, the tariff.
I
Okay,
don't
the tax
they
stuff.
thought that they believed that China, yeah, they thought China is gonna pay for it, like just like Mexico built the wall. Like that's what they believe in. This is my thing. Cause I think about like my TikTok and I thought about it because I was gonna make a post about it. And then I said, I don't think none of those people would even follow me because most of the people that follow me, they tend to be more like I remember when I posted about voting on TikTok and telling people to go vote and showing that I voted, early and stuff like that. It was like a whole bunch of like blue hearts and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is that the people that probably needed to see if they like to understand about tariff, if I would have made a post about it, but I didn't. They probably weren't gonna see it anyway. That's
No,
my
because you
my
didn't go.
thoughts. Now people are on the social media now crying and saying that because of who they voted for or who their family member voted for, like they're no longer family. They can cut people off and things of that nature. Now I know a lot of people do that, but I'm too nosy to do that. First of all, I'm the kind of no, seriously. I am the kind of person that like I need to know what everybody's thinking. Like I go watch the Fox News, I'll go watch the NN, I watch the MSNBC, I watch
I watch
NBC,
Newsmax.
well not let me say not watch. I go to their websites of all of them. And cuz I need to know like there is some people that and let me just make a distinction of something. I think there's a very good distinction between Trump supporters and Republicans that voted for Trump.
Mm.
And and I also think that even with the whole supporters or whatever, it's kind of to me it's kind of weird when no one wants to like talk about like I like this policy when people say he talks like when they say things like he says it calls it like it is, he calls it like it is, and I'm thinking to myself, so you don't care about nothing. And so apparently now all the people are upset because the whole mass deportations, because apparently it was a lot of people that was part of the Hispanic Latino, demographic that apparently voted for Trump, and now they're fearing that their family members are going to get deported.
This is my
It's,
thing
it's
here. I
okay.
do not feel sorry for any of them because at the end of that man has told us in the United States of America and anybody that would listen what he's going to do. He told us it was going to be they were going to deport illegal immigrants. He said he was going. He didn't care. In other words, didn't care about women's bodies. Didn't care about Roe versus Wade. He didn't care about education. He didn't care about anything. He told us that from the beginning. So they chose to go out there and vote for him. You hang on to that vote. You stand 10 toes down on that vote because now your folks gonna be deported.
And then like they're also seeing like there's a lot of people on social media that are like, I hope you get everything you deserve, and people are like, why are you saying that?
No.
Don't that to me. Like, why are you so dramatic? Like, if those are the values and principles and things that you wanted and concepts that you wanted, then why are you mad about the concepts that he provided for you? Like, go with it,
You
rock
get what
with
you
it.
deserve. You
You get
it
what you get,
essentially
and what's the little thing? You get what you get, and you don't cause a fit or something like that. I don't
I
know
don't
what it
know,
is.
but you get whatever it is, you get what you deserve, and it's just like you get what you pay for. If you pay to if you went to Temu, which I've done several times, and thought I was gonna buy something and it didn't come out how I thought it was gonna come out, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Your vote is the same way. You get what you voted for. So now you gonna have to sit with the rest of the folk because they gonna be looking over their shoulder now. So baby girl them, Selena and Hernandez and all them that's right there cleaning up for us at these good workplaces that have been oh so nice and kind to us. Come
Mhm.
January 20th, they about to be go. Ain't no more senoritas. Might
And
well hang up. You might well hang up Cinco de Mayo because it's over.
well, the thing about it is that like I don't. It's like I said, it's amazing the knowledge that people are now acquiring or trying to acquire that boggles my mind because all of a sudden people are like, well, just tell these people just to buy American and all this stuff. And like somebody pointed out, so you know how long it takes to make a whole building, like to go clear out some land and get some buildings and manufacture things. It don't work that easy. It's not. It doesn't work.
Who about to be
It
building
doesn't work
stuff
like that.
now?
And then
Who?
not even with that, like the whole thought process of the fact that there are unfortunately or
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, um, the people that are typically overseas helping make a lot of these products are not paid that well. If those
No,
same
not no man.
people, if those same people, as it relates to tariffs and stuff like that, and even with the people that may be illegal that's working on these farms and stuff like that, or working in, whatever industry it is, those same, if you had a U.S. citizen to take that position, they're now going to have to pay them more, which
Mm-hmm.
means that the cost is still going to go up. So regardless of whatever you think it is and how the whole inflation thing, the cost is still going to go up. It does not matter
Mm-hmm.
if you who is literally going to be out here, because I believe it's more like Hispanic people that are out here, like I said, in the farms picking, picking these vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. Like, and you gonna go out there in the sun and in all those kind
Mm-hmm.
of climates. I don't really think you're gonna do it, and I don't think like, and now like apparently there's been a shift of people. I think 18 to 29 white males that are like, nobody wanted to speak up for us or whatever, and somebody was like, I wonder if they're gonna go out there and pick the fruit and stuff like that since they don't have any jobs. And I'm like, no, because some of those jobs you can still get, but at the same time, like,
They not gonna be paid. The
you're
reason
gonna have to pay a lot more, because you have the ability, a lot of times people, because they pay cash, these are cash, maybe cash, places that they are literally paying these people pennies on the dollar. They're not paying these
they
people
are.
minimum wage. They're not
He
paying
done
these
told
people a living
again.
wage.
Trump told us the last time when he was on TV, whatever it was, could have been right before the election. He don't pay overtime. He gets somebody else to do it. So again, we come election inauguration day. That's which happens to be on
You're
Martin
like,
Luther
hey,
King Day. Let me tell you, that man, and he got a list of what he's going to do and who he's going to get rid of. So again, you get what you get what you voted for, and we're
and
stuck. Ain't no change in votes.
yeah.
Ain't no recounting. Because at this point, he feels that the election, at this point, he won it fair and square. But had he lost, it would have been a rigged election, like he
Of
always
course.
says. And so now you have to deal with the consequences of your vote, just like the rest of us. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
And
politely go to my black job. I'm gonna sit do my work, and I'm gonna come home, and I'm gonna mind my business for the next 4 years because uh yeah, they ain't gonna stress me out. Don't ask me to protest about no women's rights, about abortions. Don't ask me to do nothing. Don't ask me to go down there to the Board of Education and to the Department of Education. Y'all fools knew when you voted for them, you potential. Cause see now these little folks now, who these politicians go with,
mhm.
they going to keep these babies now because the girlfriends ain't gonna be able to have these abortions. They got some extra children.
No, they say if you got enough money, you can. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I'm just
Cause
saying
we,
that's what the people saying.
but,
I don't. Mm,
let me tell you, the peoples can say that, but there's about to be a whole lot of them. Some gonna be taking some of these folks' money and keeping these children, and come the next 4 5 years, them little children gonna be on somebody milk on somebody
milk.
magazine talking about that my daddy.
Yeah,
And they ain't gonna
I
and
think it's gonna be. I think it's definitely gonna be interesting. Like I said, I did a TikTok about it. The same thing that I did when Hillary lost. It's the same thing I did when Kamala lost. I went about my day and continued on with my activities. I'm not moping. I'm not doing anything. Like I'm
I
not
was
saying that.
sad.
Yeah,
I
like
was
I was
sad.
definitely sad, and I shed some tears because like the whole situation that like Kamala is a garden tool, Kamala is an idiot, Kamala this, Kamala's dumb. I'm like, this lady is an educated lady that has literally, worked her way on up, and to be honest, if I'm completely honest, I think that according to a lot of people, what hurt her is, the whole Gaza or whatever thing. And then the fact that people kept pushing that like she wasn't chosen. Like people was really like trying to push that. And I think those two things kind of like hurt her. Um but
I don't even think that hurt her. I think the thing is that she did really good in the time that she had to run for president.
yeah,
Top.
I do.
And
Yeah, because she only had a couple of. She literally, it was like July. Was it July or
I don't even know if
August?
it was July. Whenever that first debate was, about a week or two later. So that might have been out,
Yeah, maybe
maybe
August.
August.
It was
So
either probably late July, early August. So August, September, October, November, like 4 months.
she had 4 months.
Great.
She
I
let
think
me
she
tell
did
you,
great.
she did an awesome job in the time that she had.
Yeah.
The thing is that nobody, and then let me and it may come later on and way past my lifetime or could be in my lifetime. We're not ready. America is not ready for a woman to be president.
No. I
And
don't even
and I
think. I
don't
don't even
think
think it matters the color.
it don't matter the color. And I think probably what went against her, because the woman's smart. There's no doubt about it.
But they made it seem like she was just as dumb as person. Like when I tell you, I be
That
looking
woman is
at
a
all
was
the
a
sides. No, 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 no. I'm telling you what I have seen. Because like I said, I'm real nosy, so I look at all sides. Like I be on the Fox News, I be on these people. Like there are like I haven't deleted, and I don't plan on deleting any of my Facebook friends that voted for Trump at all, because
Mhm.
it's an insight to let me know exactly how people are thinking. And
I agree with you that.
and that's why I'm saying it's surprising that a lot of people didn't know what tariff was. They didn't think that about anything about the education. They like, it's a lot of things. Like there literally was a person that was like, those are alleged crimes. No, the man really got convicted. 30, really got convicted. And you talking about this is alleged? No, there's nothing alleged about it. He was found guilty. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's amazing that a lot of things that we're thinking everybody else knows or everybody else understands, but that's not the case. For
Because
whatever
people don't
reason, they have
do their
allowed themselves,
research.
yeah, either they haven't did their research or they haven't allowed themselves to actually see the truth for what the truth is, and
Right.
which is unfortunate.
Let me tell you, that lady, she did good. I at the end of the day, the world is not ready to be run by a
Yeah,
woman, and much less probably a black woman at that. We see that
yeah.
in our jobs. Nobody wants to be told what to do on a job by a black woman. No matter how much education she got, the people are going to always find something wrong to say. She's not qualified when she definitely has the qualification.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? She did good. I
She
commend
did.
her for that. And so my thing is, the rest of the good people that didn't participate in that participated but didn't really do their part. Cause all them, this is my thing.
I think a
What
lot
was
of people
all
said
them?
out.
But what was all these good people that was white women for Kamala, white men for Kamala, all this stuff? Where all that at?
I think a lot of them still voted for her, but I just think that a lot of people stayed at home. A lot of people was
Well,
like, you
and
know, a
we
lot
see
of
the
one issue,
results.
because a lot of people are a lot of one issue, in politics and stuff like that. Now, let me just tell you what so it's a TikToker named Mecca. I think it's maybe it's Mecca Belly or Mecca, whatever her name is.
Mm-hmm.
And now she did state something that she was like, I don't know if this is too soon, but she said, I'm gonna be honest, because apparently she went to Hampton. She said, I just wasn't really ready for a Howard University graduate to be the president. And then she was like, especially not an AKA, like the comments went wild. They was like, it was gonna be a lot of ski in a week. And they was like and they was like, you already know top. She was like, um, why couldn't it be from like Bethune Cookman or somebody from or somebody from Morris Brown? And I was just like, so that's how we doing it. That's how we doing it these days. Because apparently people feel like, Howard people have a very elitist, personality or whatever. I don't
What
know.
was what was all them AKA? Did all them vote? Did all them
I feel
cast they
like they,
vote?
I feel like they did. I feel like they probably did. But when she said that cracked me up. But that brings me to the fact that, like, as you said, HBCU graduate. I went to a PWI. I ain't been to a homecoming in I don't know when. No. So nobody's glad to see me again because they ain't seen me. Unless it was on Facebook. Unless it was on the Book of Faces, they ain't seen me. But anyway, so of course you went to homecoming. I know
Yep.
that because of course we real life is friends.
We the real
So
life friends.
so there's been some debate on social media about who is homecoming for.
Hmm.
Now, people are like, it says homecoming, coming home. So that means that it's not for the students, it's for the alumni. So, as a HBCU graduate of the Alabama A&M, because I don't know why everybody that got an HBCU say the Alabama A&M or the Tennessee State. No, it's just Alabama A&M, and most of the time it's A&M. Like we ain't even include Alabama. We automatically know in this region when somebody say
And
A&M,
them
they know
and
they
the
ain't talking
class.
about because if it was even FAMU, they gonna say FAMU. They ain't gonna be like Florida Agriculture and Mechanical or whatever. Nobody's saying it. Nobody's saying it.
But yes, I did. You know what? I went to homecoming because I have not been to homecoming in 4 years, and so it was
Oh
good. I
yeah,
think.
yes. You went the same year juvenile.
Yep.
Yes,
And that,
yes, yes, yes,
I
yes.
think that was before COVID.
Yeah, that was 2019. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the last time I did homecoming. I think I guess that's a good question because is I would say definitely for the college students, at least the graduates, and then of course you're gonna have some non-graduates, but that did show up and
Yeah,
do a semester too.
because in 2019 I was there and I did not matriculate through the A&M system.
Yeah,
I matriculated
but
through the PWIs.
you know what I think is homecoming is good when you. I feel like you going every year is a bit much for me.
Mm.
I don't need to see all of them every year, and
Oh,
I love the people. I don't have to go every year. I'm not one of them. I have friends that have to go every year, and that's fine. I
mm.
feel like I don't have to. Uh,
Okay.
that's just for me. But I do when I do go like this time, I really enjoyed it because you see people that you haven't seen in years, or that you some people you may live in the same city, but you don't never really see them that often, or you
Yeah.
only see them on social media. So it is good to go home, the home base of where most of your friendships, where they started at. Those are because
Yeah.
most of my friends, like my closest friends now, all of them I met in college.
Yeah.
So it's essentially is a homecoming. I think, of course, it's gonna you're gonna have local people there, and most of the local people, I think, not all local people are bad, but they do start up trouble, and so they kind of, give it a it gives the school a bad name because I think, for instance, even I think there was an incident that happened too at A&M, wasn't on campus,
Mm.
but I think a shooting did occur during homecoming, like that Saturday maybe. Uh,
Oh.
and that was the same weekend too that TSU had their shooting right after the
Mm.
game.
Yeah, because
Uh,
y'all had a homecoming the same weekend. Yeah.
same week, yeah. And then also too, just recently with Tuskegee,
Yeah.
and the incident that happened there. So I think it gives the school a bad name. It's not the people that went
Yeah.
to the school. It just so happened to be, the local individuals. But homecoming is fun.
Yeah.
It's
And
good.
then it also plays into a stereotype that black people can't get along and
Right.
have a peaceful event, which is unfortunately because a lot of times I don't necessarily like I haven't watched the whole issue about the Tuskegee shooter. May he rest in peace and prayers for his families and stuff like that
Mm-hmm.
and friends and anybody that saw that or experienced that because it was traumatizing to a lot of people.
Yeah, because
Um,
I have two of my good friends there. Their kids were there at
mm,
the game. Doing
oh,
all of that. So it's scary to know that you go to an event again that's homecoming where it's nothing but love, and then you have something to happen that
yeah,
taints, and like you said, it gives the school a bad name. Because I think we don't hear. I think the same things happen at the PWIs. We just don't hear it. The only thing we hear about them is taking the goalpost down and throwing it in the river after the game. But we don't hear,
that was wonderful.
about
Oh, wonderful.
anything. But we don't hear about
So
anything else
wonderful.
that happens.
Yeah,
You don't hear
yeah.
about it, and so I
And then
think.
I think it's two things. One, we probably like I have a good mixture of like black and non-black friends. However, because I am black, because I went to a predominantly all black high school, and a lot of people that I'm
Mm-hmm.
friends with on social media are from my hometown. Um, you're naturally gonna see more black experiences in black
Mm-hmm.
situations. So even if it didn't make the news, I already knew about what was happening because somebody had already posted on social media about the whole Tuskegee shooting and
And
stuff like
see, and
that.
I didn't
So
see it
so I think that's what it
until.
is.
Yeah, because I didn't see anything about the shooting until it may have. I don't know if it was Sunday morning
Mm.
or
No,
Sunday. No, Sunday. It
I
might have
saw it
been
like
Sunday
Saturday
night.
night.
Oh
I
yeah,
think I
see,
saw
I
it like
was.
Saturday night only because one of my Facebook friends' daughter went to like graduated from Tuskegee. And
Mm-hmm.
so that was her post was like the first post that I saw, which I think was
Okay.
Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday
because
night. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't see it till late Sunday. So, I
Mm.
think it unfortunately, yeah, it's sad. Um, I hate that it happened, and like you say, condolences to that kid and especially
Yeah.
that kid's family. Because you go to homecoming again, you expect to come back
Have a
home.
good time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Plus
go
you go
down there.
it's a it's a great time. Like I said, I know I've been to more A&M homecomings than I've been to anybody else homecoming. Only
Mm-hmm.
because when I was in band, our high school used to march in the homecoming parade, and therefore we stayed and
Mm-hmm.
watched the game. And then as an adult, I know a lot of people that graduated from A&M, so therefore, plus it's close to my hometown, so it just makes sense
Right.
for me to just go there and hang out with them. And then who's going to pass up a chance to see Juvenile?
And you know
Not
what?
me.
This time I saw King George. Is it
King
George?
George. Yeah.
Uh, which was good. Oh, because I've heard a song, and I think it might have been something I seen on social media. But he do a good concert, and I enjoyed it. And especially, he
Okay.
good when the little 12-year-old old school kids know all the words. I was like,
Okay.
you're doing
Yeah.
something. And I saw my girl Glow. Yeah,
Oh,
Glow.
I like Glow.
Yeah. So, but
I like
homecoming
Glow.
again is a good time. Let me tell you,
Okay.
no Glow slander will be tolerated.
Nobody
But
is going to slander Glow.
nobody best
I
not.
like Glow.
I
But I will say this. Now. I like Wanna Be, but when she gets on that song, I be like, she is a I don't like the uh how people aggressive, but she has a very Memphis like, let's just go with Memphis like attitude when I Wanna
and I
Be.
love it.
I'm saying I be cracking up laughing because I just think it's funny. Like I like Glow though. I like Glow. I like Glow, Cardi, and Meg. Like I like them coming together, as a collective and stuff like that. But anyway, I also want to say that this is our first episode, so
Yay!
shout out to us. And
Woo, woo.
also, let us know what you like about the episode. Let us know what you don't like about the
Yeah.
episode. We have a whole Facebook page. We also have a comment section on the YouTube. Yeah, you can make comments. Yes, make sure you like and subscribe as well, and tell your people to subscribe to us, and also press the notification button. Now, if you don't want to provide any feedback, if you know us, you can provide feedback to us directly as well. Um, I'm just saying, if you know us,
Cause
you
what?
can
We
you can do that.
friends.
It's okay in real life. Okay.
We are friends in real life. We are friends that met at a job when typically you go to a job to get your work, get your paycheck, and come on home. But you know what? Sometimes you end up with good friends,
That's still your
and
parking spot.
Kim ends up being one of them. She
That's
works
still
my
your
nerve.
parking spot. That's still your parking spot.
That
But
that parking spot, baby, was open, and I was probably on time that day, and ended up with a good parking spot. I was like, winning.
so if you want to let us know by email, realifeishfriends@gmail.com, and our telephone number, if you want to send us a message, is 615-475-8152. And we also we'll be remiss if we did not mention that yesterday was Veterans Day. There are several veterans that we know, and we want to give a shout out to them for making,
Shout out to the veterans.
yeah, thank you for your
Shout out to the
service.
veterans that got
Thank you
100% with some money.
Cause like, why everybody now all of a sudden talking about, yeah, make sure you get your disability checked or whatever. I'm like, what? I guess like people are like, the scales might be in your favor now or something. I don't know, but I
Get
just
your
feel like a lot of people on social media are talking about like 100% disability, or making sure your disability percentage done went up, and I'll be like, I don't
hey.
know how that's working, but let it work for you.
Make sure you hey.
You made a sacrifice for this country, and we thank you for that.
Get
and we
your
love to
benefits.
do
You
that.
gonna need them when you get older. Get them benefits.
Yes, yes. So we definitely appreciate, because I know there's going to be at least one or two veterans that's going to be watching this podcast because they my friends. Shout out, shout out to them.
Shout out to the veterans
But yeah,
at the
and,
VA.
and
All
and we
of them.
hope you got all your free stuff yesterday. We hope you went to all the restaurants and got your free stuff yesterday.
They
Cause
owe you more, but
I would have went, and if you're a spouse of a veteran, I hope you went with them to get y'all free stuff.
you know, went to the IHOP, got your free stack of pancakes.
Girl, no, they was doing like Perry's. I like Perry's. Perry's was talking about that they was giving away a dinner long as the other person was paying. So I was like, that's kind of like a 2-for-1 special.
Paris,
Yes,
Paris
Paris
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse. Yes, I love them.
So you
They
mean
have
to
the
tell
best
me
butter. They have the best butter vinaigrette for a wedge salad that I have ever encountered in my whole entire life. Now, let me tell you something else. Because, you know, we said we was going to be talking about food and drinks and all this stuff. But listen, because
facts?
I got real passionate about this.
I see.
I went to, I went to Cupcake Collection. They have a caramel, because there's a cupcake collection in Hendersonville. Did you know that?
I saw that.
They have one, and they have a caramel apple cupcake. When I tell you, with an apple on the top, like a sliced apple on the top, like a tank of an apple on the top. When I tell you, and don't get me wrong, I love Cupcake Collection, but that cupcake, when I tell you,
You know what? I have not been to the
it
Cupcake
just made
Collection
me
in a while.
feel, yeah, it made me feel good inside.
Well, I went and got my free slice of birthday cake at
Oh yeah,
Susie Cakes in Green Hills.
happy belated
Let me
birthday.
thank you. And let me tell you, baby, that slice of cake was about big as this tablet I got over here. And I sat my ass down and ate every bit of that cake. Sugar, diabetes, and everything. Ate it
What?
all.
What your cake? Didn't your cake have like sprinkles or something in it?
Yes, honey.
And
It was
green
called a.
and green. Was
It
it
was
green?
blue icing
Oh, okay.
celebration.
Oh, okay.
It was called, and you know what? I will go back over there. Susie Cakes in Green Hills. Love them. We'll go back over there and get me another cupcake. Oh, and then I bought another one. Well, I got my free slice, but I bought a strawberry cake cupcake. It was good, and a Uncle Nearest cupcake that I haven't tried yet.
Now, Cupcake Collection, they had a because keep in mind the November, I think it's like don't give me the line. I'm not gonna tell y'all because I'm gonna be lying because I don't remember. I just know about the caramel apple. I just know about the caramel apple. I think it's Tres. What is it? Tres leche
Is
or
that the
whatever.
cake where they poke holes in it and put something in it?
Yeah, they got
Okay.
that in some other cake, but it wasn't a season, it wasn't a monthly cake like the caramel apple, but they had they have I think a Jack Daniels cupcake, and they had a strawberry champagne cupcake, and let me tell you, I was glad I was at home when I ate that strawberry cupcake.
And
Like,
use a lot.
not that it was gonna get me, like I didn't get drunk or anything, but I'm just saying, like, I really tasted the champagne, and I was shocked because I wasn't really expecting it. Because you know, sometimes when people be like, "Oh, you know," because I used to love the TGI Friday, the bourbon, like the Jack Daniel bourbon or whatever, or some kind of bourbon that they put on their burgers. Because I dip it in my
really?
fries. I dip the bourbon, the bourbon sauce or whatever in my fries, and I dip my fries in the sauce and stuff like that. But so a lot of times, like, it just has a name, but most of the time the liquor
You don't
element
taste it.
yeah. But I tasted it. It tastes like champagne, and I don't even like champagne, so I say that. I don't know if they still have it or whatever, but because like I said, it wasn't like a seasonal one. It didn't. It wasn't in the same case as a seasonal one, but I'm just telling you, if you got a chance to go to any of the cupcake collections and you try out that caramel apple cupcake, tell me, won't it change your mind
Well,
about
try
life?
Susie. Try Susie cupcakes, the celebration cake slice, the strawberry cupcake, and I haven't had the Uncle Nearest one yet, but I got a feeling it's good. So try them out. And
Okay.
let me try. I don't know if I ate anything else good last week, but try them.
Yep.
That'd be yeah. We'll have more food recommendations in our shows coming up. We'll
Yes.
take notes.
And
And
drink
also too, if you see
recommendations.
something, yes, we love food recommendations. Drink, I like drink recommendations, so a good place for drinks.
I like
But
food.
also too, if you see funny things on Instagram or Facebook that we need to see, let us
Hit us
know.
up.
Cause I like to laugh. I like a good
Like I said,
kiki.
we got Facebook, we got an email, we got a telephone number, and if you know us, you know us. Okay.
That part. If you don't know us, you get to know us.
Yeah, exactly.
Cause we cool. We good peoples. May not like you at first, but when
Yeah.
I do,
Yeah. The chances of me liking you automatically is gonna be not happening.
but we good peoples. We good peoples. But this was a good fun show. A first
Yep.
show.
And like I
Woo-woo.
said, let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. And yeah, you got all our contact information, not our personal, unless you know us, and then you have our
Unless you
personal
know us.
information. Yeah, if you
And
know us.
if you know us, you got the number.
Okay.
If you don't, you got another number.
Okay. It's the podcast number. But I think
And
this has been a
until,
great episode. Great first
yes,
episode for us. Like I said, please let us know because we value your opinion as a
yes,
listener. And
yes.
again, definitely go subscribe.
And we're
Definitely
putting it
go
in the
like. Definitely go
universe.
comment. Yes.
Call us Oprah. Call us Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Call us.
We'll do some interviews. Oh, also, I want to just throw this out there. Um, Hopefully every month we'll pick a topic that we want to do like a panel. So we want to get a couple people together. I was trying to get one as it relates to child support, but nobody was really like biting. So I need y'all to bite, not hard, because I don't like it. But
Or just send in comments. If you send your
yeah,
comments in,
yeah,
then hey, we'll read them if there's a
yes.
topic. So we'll figure this thing out, and we're gonna continue to grow and get better.
Mm-hmm.
And hey,
We'll be live next week.
peace out, Girl Scouts and Boy
Peace out.
Scouts.
Real life ish friends.
Boop, 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 boop.